Welcome to the Daily Fox Fuel, where we train kingdom-minded creatives, leaders, and builders to become highly skilled craftsmen. Each episode is your spark of strategy, scripture, and straight-up truth to help you walk out your calling with excellence. Now let's get to work.
Let me just say this. You will never be able to rise above your own standards. Now hear me out. This is something that might take a little bit of moments in time to think through, right? Like, what does this mean? What I'm trying to say is the baseline of where your standards are is the baseline in which you will operate. You will not be able to really rise above that, which means to gain more momentum, to go higher, you are going to have to rise your standards. You're going to have to move those up so that you can rise to the level of them. Now, we don't always get what we want, right? We get what we tolerate as leaders. And I'm learning this through, just even some real-time examples of my standards, my expectations, if you know me, which if you're listening to this and you know me, you're probably laughing at it. My standards and my expectations are just high. And they're high for myself. They're high for my team. They're high for my friends. They're high for my family. Like, I just have high standards. And I struggle with this because I have the tension of grace and compassion and wanting to like give that grace, but I know what can be, and I see the possibility of what can be, and I see the possibility of the best in people, and I want everyone to rise and meet just the best level of themselves. And I've learned as a leader that even though I want that, ultimately the results I get are what I'm tolerating. And every result in life traces back to those standards that I've set and that I've protected. So as leaders, we have to look at what is it that we're tolerating around us, because that ultimately is what we are going to get delivered every single time. We have to raise our standard. And that might look like everything around us. They just have to adjust. That might look like our environment changing. That might look like the people around us changing. That might look like the way we spend our money is changing, because our standards have to shift. Therefore, everything else has to shift with it. Romans 12:2, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. When we renew our minds, we are resetting our standards. Therefore, the things around us have to change as you are transformed by the power of Jesus Christ. And if you have not been and you are listening to this podcast, by now you know this is a podcast for kingdom builders, kingdom leaders, right? People who love Jesus. But I want to invite you into that. Like, reach out, talk to a pastor, go into that world and really seek the transformation of Jesus Christ into your life, because I guarantee you the patterns of this world are not worth it. And everything around you will be transformed and changed. God will rewrite your story. So today, as leaders, I want to challenge us. Let's audit our current standards. Let's audit our work, our relationships, our time. Where have you settled? Where have you started to maybe let your standards lower just for the sake of settling and not holding them and protecting them and guiding people to them, guiding yourself to them? Focus on the standards you have in place and ask yourself, are you even hitting those? If not, rise to the occasion and do it. If you're surpassing them, great, raise your standards, because our work should be excellent and glorifying to God.
Hey crew, before you jet, make sure you share this episode with a friend and leave us a rating. Thanks for tuning in today, and remember, stay foxy.